Welcome to Living in Beauty. It's Friday, January 26, 2018, day 557 on the road, and we're in Naples, Florida, doing some urban camping here, about 5 miles from the beautiful Fifth Avenue downtown shopping district. We've enjoyed warm temperatures in the 80s, some time downtown with Airstream friends Frank and Debbie DeBona, eating really good Italian food, cruising around the harbor. We're still loving Florida and learning more about this fascinating state every day. Oh, and the Keys. You know, Key Largo, Marathon, Key West are truly beautiful, and we're so glad we went. But for beautiful beaches and great climate, you need go no further than Melbourne. More Floridians and snowbirds than we can count told us that as we followed the winter migration down to the Keys. And they were right, because once we'd had our fill of spectacular turquoise water views in the lower Keys and snorkeling at Marathon's Sombrero Reef, our thoughts turned north toward Melbourne Beach, just across the bridge from historic Melbourne City, on the Space Coast Beach Trail, and the warm and luxurious Outdoor Resorts of America, where we camped for 2 weeks in November and did a whole lot of nothing. Zip nada. All throughout that bitter January Arctic blast that we experienced in the Keys, we noticed that the Melbourne beach temps were nearly identical on weather.com. Just before Thanksgiving, as we settled into Outdoor Resorts of America, I asked Jim, "So how did you find this place?" We both do campground research, but Jim is mastering the art, developing a third eye, flying by instinct. From the posts and RV park reviews, I'd have overlooked this dreamy tropical beach resort. But Jim had a gut feeling, made a phone call or two, and shazam! We had a perfectly lovely 2-week vacation on a world-class beach. And even though the RV buzz warns against going to Florida without reservations, we've been doing this since early November with success. And so far, Outdoor Resorts of America Melbourne Beach is the finest resort campground in Florida. And Jim made the reservation from a bar stool just 1 day before arrival in a Winter Gardens pub while under the influence of IPA. And I tell you, he's mine, all mine. Even with hurricane repairs still in progress, this resort is a knockout. In fact, Outdoor Resorts of America of Melbourne Beach would have the first 5 Bambi rating from Living in Beauty if they had Wi-Fi. Without our new cell booster, we wouldn't even have considered this park. But in early November, Jim performed a DIY installation at Daddy's new home on the site of the old house that burned down exactly 1 year ago this week. Now we're more connected to family and friends, and we're saying farewell to our cafe surfing days. Other than the absence of Wi-Fi and maybe a dog wash station, Outdoor Resorts of America Melbourne has it all. Just 15 minutes after we settled in, there was no incentive to leave because of the bioluminescent water and the gorgeous beach, the wildlife, the pools, the hiking, and it's just a short bike ride from a sweet beach town. Kayaking is right there on the Indian River. Oh, and the sunsets at the pier where we viewed dolphins and manatees at the end of the day. And the beautiful grounds with clubhouses, laundries, and courts for tennis, pickleball, shuffleboard, recreation room, fitness center. Some structures were a bit old, but all was upgraded and groomed and painted. All 576 sites have a 40-foot motorhome limit and are paved with wide, level concrete pads with full hookups, water, sewer, 30 and 50 amp, and most have green screens for privacy. Some sites are shaded by palms, but most have sun exposure. Now, this isn't a normal campground. Most sites are permanently occupied by park models, but 67 RV sites, some waterfront for $10 more, are available in the summer, and 37 in the winter months. Mid to late November is early in the season, so we had several sites to choose from. Cost per night was $50.40, including taxes. We stayed there for 2 weeks, and we didn't take them up on it, but the office invited us to stay for another month without moving. There are a few pull-through sites, but most are back-in, and all are first-come, first-serve. Reservations are encouraged, but sites are only assigned upon arrival. Of course, pets must be on a leash. Propane fire pits must be elevated above ground level so nothing touches the pad. The community atmosphere is relaxed, congenial, and family-oriented. Residents don't keep to themselves. They stroll about, make friendly conversation, fuss over their gardens, and ride golf carts or bicycles along the well-maintained lanes. In the evening, dog lovers meet on benches by the pier to watch that spectacular sunset. And the grounds extend across the highway to the beach side, where a gated facility with key access provides bathrooms, showers, pool, and a lounging area with umbrellas and a covered terrace. Kayaks can put in at the boat launch or from a stepladder area beside the pier. The pool on Indian River is kept cool for lap swimmers like me. Near the center of the park is a warmer therapeutic pool with a fabulous hot tub. Across the highway beside the ocean is another pool with a bathhouse and a covered beach observation deck where we enjoyed a picnic brunch and watched a storm blow in from sea. All the comforts and something for everyone. We arrived hoping to explore the area more, maybe take a coastal drive, but with Publix nearby and dozens of independent restaurants within 10 miles, there's really no need to venture far. We scrapped plans to stay at the Airstream Park in Melbourne due to their no dogs policy. So with nothing better to do and few distractions to tempt us away, we just shamelessly sat around and relaxed. But that's what resorts are for, right? Okay, one evening we forced ourselves to get dressed and go out and pay our respects to Helen Blazes, one of the most beautiful breweries we've ever seen, and taste their top-notch IPAs and porters. Wintering in Florida without reservations is the living in beauty way to go. Not knowing precisely where we'll be staying from one week to the next is exciting, and adventure is what Florida is all about. Sure, it would be cheaper to secure reservations early and lock into 1, 2, or 3 places at discount prices. $50 to $70 a night doesn't fall from palm trees. But boondocking throughout much of 2018 will settle the bill. With another month of winter left, we're in no rush to leave. And Jim just surprised me by scoring 4 nights at Fort Wilderness. So come late February, we'll wrap up our final days in Florida with a first-time trip to the Magic Kingdom. That's right, Beauty and the Beast are taking us to Disney World. Thank you so much for joining us at Living in Beauty. If you like this post and want to be notified when a new one is released, please enter your email address and click the follow button at the bottom of this page. Okay, that's it for now. Have a great week.